Not every problem in life can be solved by going for a walk. But almost none of them are made worse by it. Movement changes thought. That's the point. When you walk, your body begins to process, and so does your mind. What felt dense and tangled begins to loosen. The spiral of thought uncoils. You can see again. It's been a long day. Summer heat hangs in the air like a weight. You sit in a parked car, windows sealed, sweat rising. Fast food wrappers rustle beside you. Your phone buzzes with noise and novelty. Eat this, scroll that, drive there. But somewhere beneath the noise, a quieter option presents itself. Stay. Breathe. Open the door. Step outside. That first step is not heroic. It is not dramatic. But it is decisive. It is motion. It is the reclamation of agency. In a world pulling you in 100 different directions, this is you choosing one, your own. The Stoics knew that motion could discipline the mind. Marcus Aurelius walked the palace grounds while contemplating justice, mortality, duty. Seneca praised the clarity that comes when the body is in motion. Stride and thought, aligned. You are not your craving. You are not your restlessness. You are not your discomfort. You are the one who chooses what to do with them. So you step out. The heat presses against your skin. The world is unchanged, but you aren't. You have moved. And with that movement, your thoughts begin to move too. As Epictetus reminds us, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Even a single step can be an act of becoming. Motion clears the way for thought. The first step isn't just outside your car. It's outside your own inertia. The first shift is not external, it's internal. And once you begin, the rest begins to unfold. There's a Latin phrase, solvitur ambulando. It is solved by walking. Not because walking solves everything, but because movement creates space. It turns chaos into sequence. It breaks the trance. The emotional charge lessens. The mind regroups. What was tangled begins to unwind. Walking is the body's meditation. It is humble. It is quiet. It is available to nearly everyone. You don't need a plan. You don't need gear. You don't need to make it count. You just need to go. The world is heavy, but your legs still work. Use them. Let the rhythm of your steps draw you back to yourself. There is clarity in the mundane, peace in repetition, wisdom in the open air. You do not always have to think your way through. Sometimes, you walk your way there. And now after walking, let us draw these lessons for the Stoic. Principle 1. Motion breaks inertia. Life often traps us in stillness, physically and mentally. We sit in cars, behind desks, or in front of screens, circling the same thoughts. Walking is a small rebellion against that stagnation. The first step outside, however ordinary, signals a shift. I will not stay stuck. Movement creates momentum, and momentum invites clarity. Modern problems often feel immovable because we confront them while motionless, trapped in mental spirals. By walking, you change the state of your body, which begins to untangle the state of your mind. In a world of constant digital pull, the decision to physically move is also a decision to reclaim agency. Inertia whispers that nothing can change. Motion quietly proves it wrong. Principle 2. Walking is everyday meditation. Modern life overcomplicates mindfulness, selling apps, courses, and rituals as prerequisites for inner peace. Walking requires none of that. It is meditation in motion, accessible to nearly everyone. With each step, attention returns to the rhythm of your body, the air against your skin, the steady cycle of inhale and exhale. The mind, pulled in 1,000 directions by notifications and noise, begins to settle into the simple cadence of movement. Unlike seated meditation, which can feel abstract, walking anchors awareness in lived experience. The ground is beneath you. The world moves quietly around you. Each step is a small prayer. I am here, now. Principle 3. Space creates clarity. Problems often feel unbearable not because they are unsolvable, but because we are too close to them. Screens, rooms, and routines compress perspective. Walking introduces space, literal and mental. The sky stretches. Streets open. Trees sway. With that space, the mind finds room to breathe. Even if your challenges remain the same, you perceive them differently. The emotional charge softens. Thoughts begin to arrange themselves in order rather than chaos. This is why so many philosophers, from Marcus Aurelius to Nietzsche, found clarity in motion. Walking is not an escape from life but a way to see it with wider eyes. Principle 4. Small steps are powerful. Modern culture worships big transformations, quitting jobs, moving countries, reinventing yourself. But lasting change often begins with the smallest gesture, a single step. Walking teaches that movement does not have to be dramatic to be transformative. When you open the car door or leave the couch to walk a single block, you have already reclaimed your power to act. Momentum builds not from grand declarations but from consistent, humble steps. In life as in walking, progress is measured in motion, not spectacle. That first step, simple and uncelebrated, is often the hinge on which a new state of mind turns. Principle 5. Walking aligns body and mind. Modern life fragments us. Our minds sprint with worry while our bodies remain static. Walking reunites the two. As your body moves, your mind follows its rhythm. The spiral of rumination begins to unwind because it finally has a path to travel. Philosophers and Stoics understood that thought is not just cerebral, it is embodied. Marcus Aurelius paced the palace grounds to think clearly. Seneca noted that movement refreshed the soul. In a world that encourages endless mental strain without physical release, walking is a form of self-alignment. Thought becomes clearer because it is carried, not forced. Principle 6. Wisdom lives in simplicity. In a culture of complex solutions, self-help systems, productivity apps, and life hacks, walking is radical in its simplicity. It requires no preparation, no audience, no outcome. Its wisdom lies in doing the most human of things, moving through the world on your own legs, letting the body lead the mind. Complexity promises control, but often breeds frustration. Simplicity restores perspective. Walking reminds us that not all insight is earned through intense analysis or endless striving. Some truths emerge in quiet repetition, in the rhythm of heel to toe, in the space where life feels slower and more immediate. Sometimes, the answer is not to think harder, but to walk further.